This is John Manna from Worship Drummer, and today we're going to be reviewing the Big Fat Snare Drum Combo Pack, which consists of Steve's Donut and the original. And to start, we're going to take this old drum head, as you can see, and I've purposefully left it on like that, just so you can hear the difference as we go through it. And so the first one, we're actually going to do a Steve's Donut, and then we'll move on to the original. So here we go. So as you can hear, lots of ringing, and we place Steve's Donut right on top, and we get this sound. Once again, we're going to hear the sound of this old drum head and all of its overtone glory before we add the original to it. And so here we go. Add the original. So there you have it. You got to hear Steve's Donut and the original. And we want to say that we're really impressed with the construction of Big Fat Snare Drum's products. It has this rubber ring on the outside that really helps weight it down, prevents it from curling or flying off your drum. And I really like this cutout right here for easy access to remove it. You throw it on in a live setting in worship, and just like that, it's as quick as that. You can pull it off. What I like about this the most as we apply it to worship is you can have a loud ringing overtone snare, you know, and sound guys hate that stuff, and we can put our moon gels and anything else that we choose to. But what I like is the versatility in sound. Some songs might require just that ringing snare that will cut right through everything. But what we're seeing a lot in modern worship is this deep, fat, wet snare sound. And Big Fat Snare Drum delivers just that. And so I think it's a great product for worship. This is Worship Drummer, so we always come from the perspective of how can this enhance our worship as we play these songs, as we learn them. We want to do the songs justice. A lot of times we don't have the budget to have two snare drums or the time in a worship set where flow is so important. We just need a quick change, and instead of swapping out snares, or we might not have a budget for two microphones for the snares, all we simply do, a little investment, and you can have yourself two amazing sounds. Your original snare sound and a fat, wet sound for little to no effort at all. And so we highly recommend Big Fat Snare Drum. We're big fans of their fat sound and how easy and quick you can take it on and off. And the last thing I'll say is, if you ask what's your preference in regards to these two models, I have to say it would be Steve's Donut. And the reason for that is simply because I felt that there was a bit more resonance. You can hear the snare wires ringing a little more with this, and it's not something that I necessarily was looking for. However, with the Steve's Donut, I felt it just killed any overtone, any extra noise that could be a distraction to the sound, and it just delivered a clean, fat snare sound that I think you will be very happy with. And so once again, this is John Manna. We've been reviewing the original and Steve's Donut from Big Fat Snare Drum, and we want you to know that we highly recommend it for your worship experience.